see anything here. Oh, there you go, Carl. You're a spin instructor. That's awesome. So you know all about this more than me, man. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone live. Zdravo. It's been a little while. I thought I haven't shown you guys any riding, so I thought might as well do this. You know, the trouble is I can't freaking see anything. Yeah, I just got off the splits machine not long ago. Spent about 30 minutes on there. Eagle lift every day. What's up, man? Always good to see you. Still squatting, man. Still daily. Yeah, still enjoying it, surprise, surprise. I'm just one of those weird guys, man. I love the routine. I love the sense of accomplishment. Love it, man. Nah, man, so my missus met me when I was training even more. Surprise. If you can imagine. So when I met her, I met her during off season, before our basketball season. And I was 19 years old, and I was basically getting ready to give basketball my last run to see whether I can make it. As funny as that sounds now to me. But I was running every day, I was training every day, shooting every day. So one of our first dates, I remember, was she came out to the beach where I was running to hang out with me. So she watched me run up the sand dunes. She was like, oh, you know, are you free tomorrow? I'm like, I'm not. You can come out, see where I'm training. We can come chill out, get a drink afterwards. So she's always known me to be training a lot. Always, man. I've never changed. I'm Serbian, yes. Daniel. I'm not doing the belt squat, man. Only, not because I don't want to. It's only because it's far away, man. The gym that this thing is at is, I don't know, man. It's not even that far, but it's through the city. And it's a pain in the ass to get through the traffic. My normal gym is like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes away. The gym I go to mostly. This other gym is like basically 20, maybe 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, depends on the day. I just had the traffic jams, and it's just, I don't want to spend damn near an hour in traffic. So I don't go there often enough to make it part of my routine. So it's just fallen out because of that. I thought about buying the damn thing, but I don't know, you guys told me about you could probably, you know, rig something up at home, but it's not the same, man. It's not the same. It's kind of like flexibility training. If it's too hard, I ain't doing it. Spent half an hour setting the damn thing up. I don't have a lot of space, so if I move a lot of crap around, I have to move the crap back so I can squat, so I can bench, so I can do all that. So it's too much trouble. Too much damn trouble. Oh man, I can barely see. Your willpower is max level. I'll show a younger dude who used to be in shape to keep the mindset. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want to ask you, You know, I wanted to become a professional basketball player. That didn't work out. But the way I think about it is, I'm not a fraud. I didn't do all of that for money. Okay, I'm not a professional basketball player. I can still train. I don't need anybody's permission to train. So I train. I train kind of like I'm a basketball player. The same commitment, the same routine. You know. Okay, I'm not professional. That's okay, no worries. You can still train. You don't need money to make you train. That's how I think about it. That's me. You know, it's your deeper perception of why you do things. If you do everything for money, you're not going to get fulfillment, I guess. I don't know. Impacto Chiche. Appreciate you, dude. From Argentina. That's awesome. Messi country. Batistuta. Well, Argentina. Which are the greats back in the day? Batistuta. Hopefully Batistuta was Argentinian, wasn't he? I think it was Argentinian. I remember when I was back home in Yugoslavia, when I first started playing soccer, it was like 5, 6 years old, 7 years old, whatever. They used to call me Batistuta for whatever reason. This was like in the 90s. Batistuta, Batistuta. Vamos. Appreciate you guys. Favorite basketball player of all time? Well, we have to be Jordan, man. He's the reason. He's the reason behind all of this. You know, he made it cool. He made it really cool to do all of this. You know, to jump, to shoot, to be unstoppable. That turnaround thing that he used to do, fade away. Basketball was never cool in my eyes before Jordan. It was cool, but man, he really made it something. He made it an art. Yeah, I watched the game, Germany to Serbia. I was surprised Serbia made it that far, to be honest. Feels like half of the world didn't rock up. You know, a lot of good players didn't rock up. Obviously, Jokic didn't play, Micic didn't play for Serbia. All of these guys. But they still made it, which just goes to show you the unity of the team. They played for each other. Help defense was unbelievable. They just didn't have enough towards the end. They needed easy points. And I think this is where Jokic would have come through really well. They just kept getting run off the line. They didn't drive. They were shooting off-balance shots. They couldn't get an easy bucket, and Germany ultimately was getting easier buckets, and that's what got them. Well done to Germany. Stacked team. Tall team as well, very tall. The US struggled against them because the size, too big, man. Europe basketball, or FIBA basketball is different. You gotta have length. This run and gun bullshit that happens in the NBA doesn't work there. Because you can camp in the middle of the paint, no defense for 3 seconds, you can just put a couple of 7-footers, and voila, defense. Oh crap. I gotta get the water, otherwise I'll be screwed. It's not gonna reset the clock. Please don't reset the clock. No, it's good. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 here in Adelaide, and it's already 25 degrees. Already, so I don't know what's happening with the seasons, man, but I feel like it's already summer. So when I sit up like this, I feel like it's more side glute. More side glute. Feels really good for my hips. And when I do this, I feel like it's more max, glute max. So, I usually sit up, but I'm trying to see what you guys are riding. I'm 6'1", man, or 185, 186, something like that. Soulboy 60, nice to see you, man. Have a good night, man. Yeah, there you go. So it's gonna be hot next week as well. For reference, what size jerseys you use? So I like my loose kind of clothing. So this is an XL. Obviously I have 3 sizes for myself. Small, medium, large. This is what kind of people that come over and want to try things on, that's what I give them. But I'm always wearing the extra large. Like, I don't like it fitting. Like, it's not I'm not going out with it. I'm going to the gym, so the extra large is awesome. And it's also a very different material to your normal NBA jerseys. Like, the NBA jerseys are kind of heavy on the cotton, and it's kind of like what we call here in Australia the footy Guernsey. It's like it's like a jumper, you know. This is like loose. It's light. It doesn't make you sweat, so it's supposed to be like a dry fit. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I didn't. It's like a material that doesn't make you sweat. It absorbs moisture, you know. So it's cool, like one size up, and that dry fit business, and it's really nice. Could I dunk? Never dunk, my friend. Never. Never dunk. I was very quick on my feet. That was my #1 skill. First step was really what got me into Division 1 basketball here in Adelaide. I was a good on-ball defender. I would keep everyone in front of me. Very quick on the dribble. I could shoot. Those are my strengths, and there's many weaknesses. One of them was the mentality. I was always nervous. Always nervous. So if I miss this shot, coach is going to bench me. Always passive. Pass, pass, pass. When I play with my boys, like 3-on-3, you know, I'm cooking, I'm crossing over, stepping back, shooting J's. The moment I go to the club, I seize up, I'm nervous. I was just a shy kid, man. Back in the day, I was really shy. It is what it is, man. Hey man, I was wondering how long did it take you to achieve the 315 bench? So I got to 130, I remember the day clearly. I got to 130 bench a few weeks after my son was born. So I was 27. And the reason I did it is because I started greasing the groove with bench press. I benched 3 times a day. The reason for that is because I broke my ankle playing basketball. So, got the book Power to the People by Pavel Tsatsouline and got inspired, started benching 3 times a day. Within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something like, I forget now, I hit 130. So I went from 120 to 130 in like 3 weeks. And then nothing I didn't improve for, I want to say, actually since my daughter was born. So that's 3 years on, 2.5 years on, my daughter gets born. And she turns 1, I reckon. And then I started doing, once again, a similar thing, but kind of different. I started doing greasing the groove with push-ups. So doing push-ups like 5, 6, 10 times a day, something like that. After a few weeks of that, I hit 140. So I was 30 when I hit 140, I want to say. Yeah, something like that. So it's been 4 years since my bench has improved. As you guys know, hot and cold with bench. Hip pain, hip pain, hip pain. Focus on legs, squat, 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 deadlift, deadlift, deadlift. The years roll by, I'm still at 140. I want to improve that. But I've always kind of said to myself, man, what I really need is to get on the straight and narrow with squats. No hip pain. Squatting like a maniac now. Bike skipping, my hips healthy. feeling good. So when I start feeling good with squats, then I'll have energy for bench press and the mental fortitude for bench press. But when your number one thing is struggling, it's really hard to do a number two thing when you're falling at the first freaking step. The first thing you're struggling, it's hard to do accessories when your freaking number one thing is struggling. Yeah, unilateral exercises. I think that's the thinking right now for me. Something about unilateral exercises hits the side glutes, minimus, medius, TFL, and then the bilateral stuff. Squats and deadlifts, leg drive, or bilateral stance starts to feel good. So it all stems from, if my side glutes are good, everything else starts to feel good. So it's definitely unilateral. But I've tried lunges before, man. I've tried other things before. You know, I'm just wondering whether there's just not enough reps. You know, how many lunges can you do, man? You know, I've done 10 sets of 20 in the past, and I never really felt as good as doing 1,000 reps of these. 1,000 freaking reps. You know, half an hour on the bike with some resistance produces healthy feeling hips. Oh, there you go, 20-mile ride. Damn, that's a ride. How long did that take you, man? Oh, Miz, my man, thank you. Difference between home gym and normal gym. Home gym is just peaceful. It's just you. No one's in your way. You can think. You can be at home, right, with the kids, with fam. You're not out. You're still here. That's kind of cool. But obviously less stimulus, so maybe less strength, less I don't know if you guys can hear this. Less stimulus. Like a lot of my PRs happen in the gym. Maybe because of music, you know, I'm feeling great. People are watching. Psychological benefit, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be it probably. Yeah. Well, theoretically speaking, the lunges should be the best thing for it. If you can get enough volume out of it. You know? Yeah, I've seen a few snakes around. Yeah, especially when you go out, you know, away from residential areas. There's lots of brown snake holds up a bit. Brown snakes are the deadly ones. You gotta be careful. I've had a few encounters. Actually exercising back in the basketball days when I used to run a lot, you know. There's actually near the beach, one of the beaches here, there's like a little sand circuit, like a little hill, like a little track, goes in a loop. It's actually called the Snake Spit. Funny enough, I saw a snake there once. That was the last time I went there. Scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a branch along the path, and that branch moved, jumped out of my damn skin. Never ran faster up that hill in my life. Never been back. Do we eat kangaroos? Yeah, people do eat kangaroos. I don't. I don't know why, but apparently it's a really good meat. Do you know what NSKAE it is? Oh, that is, man. Oh, Edward's down. Very close. How you going, dude? That's cool. Tunisia, Ahmed. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to see you, rather. Oof. The little girl's watching TV and I'm riding my bike. It's too hot now, but she has a little bike with, what do you call it? Helper wheels or something? I don't know what you call them. She rides along here around the table when I'm on the bike. Kids, man, they see you, they copy you, and all of a sudden they're 20 years old and they've got that whole fitness thing engraved into their minds. You don't have to say anything to them. Nothing. Just do stuff. AID, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. I've been benching for 2 years nearly. I can do 30 push-ups at 110 body weight, but I can't bench 100. Any ideas? My PI is 82. Oh, something else. I think my shoulders are weak. I can only do overhead press 30 for 10. Ooh, interesting numbers. So you're 110 kilos, you can only bench overhead 30. Yeah, there's some weakness there, definitely, man. I mean, I feel like you should be able to overhead press half of your body weight if you've been active, if you've been training, not even specifically for overhead press, but if you've just been training in general, like, you know, strength training. I think half body weight overhead should be relatively easy and relatively quickly achieved. So for you, man, I'd love to have a look at you. But I reckon there's some real tricep weakness there. Real tricep weakness, man. I would just skull crush until the cows come home. Push up, you know, here. And just, there's guys out there that just never touch the freaking weights. All they do is push-ups for volume, you know. And they get really strong. First time on the bench, they hit like 3 plates. Obviously at 100, 110 kilos body weight, that's a heavier kind of guy. But with your body weight, you know, you don't really need the bench. You're heavy enough to do push-ups. If you think about it, I think it's something like your 2/3 of your body weight is what you're moving on the push-up. So if you're 100 kilos, it's like 67 kilos, something like that, right? 66 kilos. You know, so that's plenty of work, man. The benefits of push-ups is that you get the other stuff as well. Your scapula is free to move, your shoulders are going to be happier, your core, hip flexors are engaged. So just don't worry about anything else. You just say to yourself, okay, this week I want to get 500 push-ups, 250, whatever. And you just kind of have a whiteboard in the house somewhere and just keep doing it. Next week, let's try to get 50 more. And as your volume increases, that's how simple it is, dude. 1 rep at a time. As your volume increases, you'll notice you're going to be stronger and stronger and stronger. Volume is the key predictor of strength. If you can do 20 sets of 5 at 80%, that's not 80% anymore. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to incrementally, you know, put 1 freaking feather on the bar each week. Add reps. You know, if 5 by 5 becomes 10 by 5, it's not 80% anymore. It's impossible. So that's how I would do it, man. Get stronger, get more resilient to fatigue. With that comes strength as well, especially in the form of push-ups. All right, 5 more minutes. I'll do some squatting. And then we'll go from there. Oh, did I miss your super sticker? Sorry, dude. Oh, miss. Thank you, man. Again. There's your machine. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the support. It's always great to see that. Man, feeling the legs today. Middle splits, yeah, I just got off the machine just then. It's hard when I'm putting so much volume in the squat. Really tight, but still getting after it. Feel like it's one step forward, one step back, you know. Every other day I'm hitting the squats heavy, high volume. And then it locks up, and then I try to unwind it with the split machine. Oh man. Ja, thank you, man. Thank you. You talk about your lifting PRs through life. Oh, man. To be honest with you, for me, it all started when I was 25. I still went to the gym between 20 and 25, but it was kind of like sporadic and go with the boys, do this machine, that machine. I never really kept track. Then I turned 25. My missus moved in with me. She was paying $700 for Anytime Fitness membership. I was paying $700 Anytime membership. So I was like, you know what? That's a lot of money. We could get that $1,400 and get a squat rack and do most of our stuff there. That's where it started. Bought the squat rack that you guys see there in the videos. Got a barbell, some plates, 100 kilos worth of plates. And then I started, opened up a book. I read Mark Rippertoes, and then it started there. You know, I started doing Texas Method 5x5, plugged in the numbers, and I started doing it from there. And you know, for the first, I don't know, 6 months, it was just daily PRs, you know, or weekly PRs, whatever the increments were. It was good. I reckon that way, like within the first year, I reckon I got to 140 or 130 or something like that squat, something like that. And then I started struggling. Rolled my ankle at basketball once, fractured a couple of ligaments, tore a couple of ligaments. I was out of the game for 3-4 months. Got back, restarted the strength, Texas strength. What's it called? Texas Method. Another 6 months went by, and then I rolled the other ankle at basketball. This was just playing social basketball. I wasn't playing for club or anything like that. Rolled it bad, did the other ankle, moon boot for 6 weeks. And then, you know, that was basically a year and a half of shit progress. Throughout this period, I was started nursing, playing indoor soccer with the boys here and there, playing indoor basketball here and there. Not really taking it seriously, you know, it was just kind of thing. And then, I think things really got serious around 28, 29, something like that. I was like, you know what, I've had enough of this freaking soccer business and basketball business. I keep getting hurt. After playing 10, 12 years of high level junior basketball, never really got hurt. All of a sudden I'm getting hurt like crazy playing social sports intermittently, no warm up, you know, just rock up and go for it. So I gave up that stuff, and with that I started focusing on barbell stuff. Always felt like it was a great exercise and much less chance of injury, especially the way I play basketball. Man, I go hard, you know, play hard defense in soccer, you know, and you always get hurt, especially when you play against people that have no idea, they don't have the sport etiquette, you know. So around 20, I want to say 28, 29, before my daughter was born, I started really taking it seriously. And then soon after that, the squat every day journey started, and here I am, man, basically. And the PRs started coming. When I was 27, I hit 200 kilos on the deadlift. So, let's say, 3 years, I want to say, maybe 28. My son was born and I turned 28 a month later. So when I was 20, after 3 years, I hit 200 kilo deadlift. And then let's say that intermediate stage was kind of passing me. I don't know if you want to call it that. And then I started, well, you got to learn how to go beyond there. You know, you can't just linearly progress anymore. Things start to hurt. Thighs pop up. Hip pain pops up for the first time. Shoulder pain, elbow pain. All these things start popping up, and you're like, man, what the hell is going on? So then you're like, okay, so I can't use the method that I used from 0 to 200 kilo deadlift. From 0 to 200, it was just follow this guy. After that, it was like, shit, what now? So in that whole period, I did things like strong lifts 5x5. I did Wendler 531. I did all sorts of things. Admittedly, I probably didn't stick around with those things long enough for it to work. But I was impatient, you know, I wanted results. I wanted to learn, and so I'm kind of like, with my eyes closed in a dark cave, feeling my way around, trying to really learn what intensity is, what volume is, what frequency is. It's a long, painful process, man. Lots of plateaus, lots of thighs to put out, lots of hip pain, that kind of thing, man. Alright, boys, it's 33 minutes on the bike. I'm feeling it now. So I'm going to end it here. I'll go do some squatting and make that video. Probably a shorter one today, but you know, I got to get to work, man. It's already almost 10 o'clock. Start work at 1, so I got to get out of here. So appreciate you guys for being here with me on the bike. Kind of passed the 33 minutes quite quickly, so it's kind of cool. So appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. I guess I'll make that in the next hour or so. And yeah, maybe I'll do more of these, especially the nice weather over this. Maybe I'll make more of these lives while I'm on the bike. Alright guys, peace out, appreciate you.